Hey, what's going on everyone? Andrew from O&T Games here, and today we're talking UFC on Fox Long Island. It was surprisingly a really good card, lots of fun fights. I'm just going to touch on a few, so let's get into it. Now the first fight I'm going to talk about is Jimmy Rivera and Thomas Almeida. A clash of two top bantamweights with their good buddy and former champ Dom Cruz looking on, commentating their fight. That must be a little bit awkward. Now this is Rivera's first fight since suffering that nasty eye poke in the Uriah Faber fight. Left him temporarily blind for a couple weeks, so that's always nice, but he hadn't lost in like 19 or 20 fights, and this was no different. He picked up the decision win, and this was one heck of a fight. You know, both these guys dropped each other a couple times. Rivera landing the better shots, I would say. I guess that's why he picked up the win. But, you know, he's still underrated for this division. He's kind of a bulkier 135er than most. But his speed is it's incredible. You never realize how quick this guy is until you're on the ground and this guy's on top of you. His power is pretty obvious because of how strong he is in every single one of his fights. And this performance does put him close to a title shot, but that's the thing in this division. Are you ever close to a title shot unless you're one of the big three, as I like to call them? Now Cody and TJ have to fight, and then Dom has to fight the winner of those guys to get his title back, and 2 title fights are going to take a year at least. Especially with Cody's back issues or whatever the heck he's going on. But nevertheless, not a lot of good options. Maybe a John Lineker, but we'll see what the UFC does with him. Now the main event had hometown boy Chris Weidman taking on Kelvin Gastelum. Now this was a huge fight. You know, Kelvin's up and coming. Weidman's in his backyard, literally 10 miles from where he grew up, coming off 3 straight losses. If he loses here, this could possibly be the end. Now these are the fights where you have to pull through and show that you're not done, you still have more to give, and that's exactly what Weidman did. My personal favorite fight in the UFC, along with Gunnar Nelson, got Kelvin Gastelum to submit to an arm and head choke in the 3rd round, and it was an unbelievable fight for both these guys. Now Weidman was the bigger guy, and it clearly showed. His length and his height was kind of too much for Kelvin to handle, and the takedowns just came so easily. You know, first round, Weidman was just taking him down, a little ground and pound, get up, take him down, repeat. To the last 15 seconds where, you know, Kelvin got him and actually dropped Weidman. And if there was 10 more seconds left in that round, it would probably have been finished in Gastelum's favor. But that's just not how the marbles fell. Second round, Weidman, you know, same kind of thing. Take you down, ground and pound, take you down. Third round, though, both these guys came out banging. Weidman held his own on the feet, eventually got the takedown, and submitted Kelvin to that head and arm triangle choke. And I'm so happy for Weidman. You know, these are the kind of moments that you think that, wow, like, what are you even feeling right now? You know, probably on cloud 9. You got family and friends watching. This has always been a dream for you. First main event in Long Island, and you just put on a performance like that. I'm so happy for the guy. Now the best part about this entire fight was when he called out the British bum, aka Michael Bisping. Obviously, he's not going to get that fight because Bisping likes to run away from contenders. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, he has a fight with Whitaker. He's going to have to unify that title. But I would love to see Weidman get Luke Rockhold. Unfortunately, he's tied up with David Branch in Pittsburgh in September. But if he's going to hold out, and hopefully Luke can win that fight and they get a rematch. If not sure what's next for both these guys going forward. I know Kelvin wants to go back down to 170. Nevertheless, really happy for Weidman. Overall, a great night of fights. Now, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe if you're new. You got UFC 214, DC and Jones 2 coming up next weekend, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you next time.